So next with our Pathfinder, we want to go ahead and create some interesting shapes using the intersection of other shapes. And I've seen some really cool drawings out there using intersections to create some interesting things. But right now to practice, we're going to go ahead and use this little circle, and we're going to use a rounded rectangle using the rectangle drawing method that I like the most, and that is grabbing what I call the belly buttons in class and dragging it together like that. So when I select both of these objects, oops, isolation, select both of these objects, you can see that there's this nice leaf-shaped intersection that happens. Not surprisingly, the intersect button in Pathfinder is what we would use to turn those into an object just like that. So I can turn that into a nice, lovely green leaf. And that looks pretty good. Now, this heart over here, in DID1, you had to draw a heart using the pen tool. You're going to use the tools that we've learned so far to also create this heart. It's not just the intersect command that you'll use here. I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue with this. I drew this using rounded rectangles, rotated at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so you then work from there to figure out how did I draw that heart using just basic shapes. We'll also go ahead and move on to this one since this is a short video. The last one here is the touch type tool. There's a lot of really cool things out there done with the touch type tool. I'm going to go ahead and type this out using the same impact font as before, and I will use the touch type tool. Click and hold on your regular type tool, go to the touch type tool, and it allows me to rotate these objects around and kind of independently manipulate these letters, which can give you an opportunity to create some pretty cool effects. So perhaps this time around I want to rotate that, use the little red dot in the lower left hand corner to create wow looking like that. I can do all kinds of different things, but the big thing here is that this text is actually still editable. Okay, so I can decide that maybe I want that to be an I for some reason, or I decide I want this to be an M, and it takes on the characteristics of the shape that I have just drawn. This part of the exclamation point that I just drew right there, that is just with the pen tool. Drew a little rectangle in order to create this cool little wow graphic. Main idea here is for you to simply just use the touch type tool, try it out, see what things that you can do, what little mini graphics you can create using the touch type tool. And that brings us to the conclusion of our 4 pages of our We Draw, You Draw exercise. Wrap this up in class and turn it in according to in-class directions.